Hello everybody, I'm here with my Uncle John Massari, and we're going to do a little interview for those musically inclined people out there.
And she goes recording, so I'm just going to be quiet now.
Thanks. Now you're recording?
I've been recording.
Oh, good. Okay, go for it.
Alright, so I have a few questions to ask for
Okay.
people out there. When did you first realize you wanted to be in music?
Oh, when I was a little kid, because I realized I wanted to be into music when I was a little kid, when I was like these guys' age. And we used to listen to the radio all the time. I used to take like a ruler. I used to take a ruler and
Barbie girl, this isn't your interview.
I used to take a ruler and make put a rubber bands on it and like make a guitar. And so that's where it all started. That was way back then.
Okay. What would you consider your first big success?
What was my first big success?
What would you consider a big success?
I consider a big success? Oh my goodness. Well, the only thing I can say, I mean, I've done a lot of music for a lot of things, but one of the things that, I don't know that it's a big success, I don't think of it as a big success. I think it is something very meaningful is Killer Clowns from Outer Space, because Killer Clowns from Outer Space, okay, that thing he can't play with, because that's like 80 years old. Okay. Sorry.
This is usually how our...
Okay, where were we?
You were talking about Killer Clowns.
Okay, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, because so many people enjoy it, that I feel like I have this extended family throughout the world. I have all these nieces and nephews and grandkids and what have you that like the film, and that's, you know, it brings them so much joy that that's very fulfilling.
Yeah, most of the people that very recently I started talking about you, I had to tell them something, I'm going on a trip.
Right?
I had to switch a lot of people's trips with. And anyway, so I had to like, talk about, you know, I'm related to John Massari.
Uh-huh.
I don't normally say just, oh, I know this guy.
Right.
Or I'm related to him.
Right.
I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know who that is. Okay, you know Killer Clowns? Oh, yeah.
I see.
You know, a lot of people don't know the names. They
Right.
know the work.
I see.
People get excited when they hear the big Killer Clowns.
I see.
Which is actually my next question is, which one are you most well known for?
Well, there's that. There's other things. There's like the Wonderful World of Disney theme. There's another little cult film called The Wizard of Speed and Time. But there's a lot of music of mine that gets used in video games and in movie trailers and things like that. But those are the ones that are like recognizable by a large group of people. Okay.
Okay, what was your inspiration
For what?
for just what you do?
For bringing music? Well, music, when I create music, it gives me an experience. And that's basically what I do. The process of making music, then record, you know, conceiving the music, recording the music, and then having it in such a way that people can enjoy it. That's how I get at it. That's what I get at it. It's the joy of communicating that to people.
Okay, now which project did you enjoy working on?
Which what?
Which project did you like the most?
The last one I worked on.
Which was the
Every one of them. I enjoy every one of them. I spent the entire year, this is October 2020, October 2019, up until just about a few weeks ago, I was working on Christmas music for Sony Pictures.
Awesome.
Just did a bunch of Christmas music. And it was a lot of fun. That's what he did. Some of the music I had to write, it was like 110 degrees outside. I turned the air conditioner up to get the Christmas feel.
Okay. Is there any projects you enjoyed the least?
Let me think.
Whether it be stress or...
Well, I don't want to get sued.
Yeah.
Every project has its ups and downs,
Okay.
you know. But, I mean, well, I've never been sued. I've never had to sue anybody, which is really good at this point in my career. I know a lot of people that have been in and out of lawsuits, and that's not a lot of fun. But I will tell You know what? I'll give you this answer. If someone is going to get into the media industry, you have to be really careful. If you should study, if you're going to be anything to do with the media business, if you're going to be an actor, a filmmaker, anything, you have to know about psychology. You have to be able to identify people that have personality disorders, and you may have to learn how to deal with those kind of people, because you can find yourself being taken advantage of very seriously. And that's all I want to say. There's plenty of YouTube videos that give lessons on psychology. You don't have to go to college to learn about it. You can learn about it through YouTube.
Oh.
And by the way, I'm learning something every day. You'll never know enough. Anyways.
Okay, so you have done, you've had your talent spread throughout many forms of media.
Mm-hmm.
There's obviously movies, TV shows, little commercials, and at least one video game.
Okay.
How is the process different between each one for you?
Well, it's still making, you're still creating music. I always look at you want to just create music. There are different techniques and technicalities between the different final delivery formats. But basically, it's just making a really good music track that works for whatever you're working on.
Oh.
Because I've done music that was for a movie that's used in a video game. Because the track works. Not because it's, I set up the beats in such a way. It doesn't matter. It's the overall philosophy of the music that makes it work.
And would you have any advice for future composers that might want to get into it?
Okay, future composers that might want to get into, like that one over there, going down the stairs. Here he goes. Yay.
Yep.
It's bound to happen. Okay, I'm going to say this over the. What you want to do, if you're going to, let's say you're going to go to a university and study music, I would recommend that you don't get caught up in being in debt. Don't get student loans so that when you graduate, all of a sudden you've got these monthly payments that are going to be a burden on you. Try to figure out a way, if you're going to university, try to figure out a way. You may have to wait 2 or 3 years, save up for it, and or do like what I did. When I went to college, I worked every day. I washed dishes for 4 years. I was in college, and I actually had oh my goodness, we have a crying baby here.
I fell down the last 2 stairs.
Oh.
It was wet. My fault.
So, I recommend that not be in debt. When I was in school, for 4 years, I washed dishes. And during the summer, I worked. And when I graduated school, I didn't have any loans. I had no loans to pay off, which is a good start. Now, as far as absolutely going to college, you don't have to go to college. You can learn things on YouTube and asking questions to other people. And we have a crying baby we have to take care of. See you later. Bye.
Okay, so intro out then.
My back, I knew something bad was going to happen.
I know too. When I saw him go down the stairs,
And this
I'm
is
going,
the-
okay, there it goes.
And this is why we edit things.
You may want to keep this in.
Maybe. Well, as I'm sure if you've noticed, they're always involved in the channels anyway.
When
I had 2 little girls. Yeah, I know.
When I heard the noise of the door closing,
We almost had almost a full interview.
You want me to do the outro for you? What's your channel called?
Insomniac Let's Player.
Insomniac what?
Let's Player.
What player?
Let's Player.
Okay, for Insomnia Let's Player,
Insomniac Uncle John.
for Insomniac Let's Player, thanks for hanging out with us. This has been an awesome time. These are awesome kids. One of them had to tumble down the stairs. He's gonna be okay.
Jaja's gonna be fine, guys.
Take care.
And Shigo, have a ponytastic day.
my toes off.
A puppy.